The single worst thing you can do to your BYD Blade battery is the exact thing most EV owners think is protecting it. That is not an exaggeration. Thousands of Australian BYD owners are following charging advice written for a completely different battery chemistry, and it is quietly wrecking their range accuracy and their long-term battery health. Your Atto 3, Dolphin, Seal, or Sea Lion does not play by Tesla rules, and if you treat it like it does, you will pay for it. In the next few minutes, I will count down the 5 charging mistakes doing real damage to Blade batteries right now, including one at number 3 that can actually put your warranty at risk. And the number 1 mistake will surprise you, because it is the one habit everyone tells you is good practice. If you own a BYD, or you are thinking about buying one, subscribe, because this channel exists to keep you from learning these lessons the expensive way. Number 5. Making DC fast charging your default. The problem here is heat, not speed. Rapid chargers are brilliant for road trips, but plenty of owners use them as their everyday charging method because it is convenient. The Blade battery is a lithium iron phosphate pack, and it is rated for more than 3,000 charge cycles, with a projected lifespan of around 1.2 million kilometers in lab conditions. But that figure assumes sensible treatment. Heavy DC fast charging users can see their pack reach 70% state of health in closer to 6 to 8 years, while daily commuters charging on AC often exceed 12 years with proper care. That is the same battery with years of difference in outcome, purely down to habit. The verdict is simple. Slow AC charging at home should be your bread and butter. Save the rapid chargers for the highway, and your Blade will outlast the car around it. Number 4. Leaving the car parked at full charge or nearly empty for weeks. The Blade battery hates being stored at the extremes. If you charge to 100% and then let the car sit in the garage while you fly out for a fortnight, you are holding the cells at maximum stress for no benefit. The same goes for parking it with the battery nearly flat. The guidance for the Blade pack is that if the car will sit unused for more than a week, you should leave it with a charge between 40 and 60%. Owners on the BYD forums back this up. The consistent advice from experienced owners is not to leave the car sitting at 100% for a prolonged period. Charge to full when you are about to drive, not days before. If you are heading away on holiday, park it in the middle of the gauge and it will be perfectly happy waiting for you. If you are getting value out of this so far, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more Aussie BYD owners before they make these mistakes. Number 3. Ignoring temperature, especially in an Australian summer. This is the one that can touch your warranty. Lithium iron phosphate is famously tough, but it is not indestructible, and heat is its enemy. According to the official BYD manual, exposure to more than 55 degrees Celsius for 24 hours may affect the warranty, and the ideal operating temperature for the pack is between 10 and 35 degrees. Think about a black car parked on bitumen through a 40+ degree South Australian heatwave, then plugged into a rapid charger the moment you get in. You are stacking heat on heat, and the stakes are real. Because in Australia, the traction battery is covered for 8 years, or 160,000 kilometers, whichever comes first, with a guarantee of at least 70% capacity retention. You do not want to hand BYD a reason to argue about misuse. Park in shade where you can, charge in the cooler parts of the day in summer, and let the car precondition before rapid charging. Simple habits, serious protection. Number 2. Never doing the deep calibration cycle. Here is one most owners have never even heard of. To keep the displayed percentage accurate, the recommendation is to run the battery down below 10% and then charge it to 100% in a single go, roughly every 3 to 6 months. Owners confirm this comes straight from the book. As one forum member put it, the manual even says to charge from 10% to 100% every 3 months. Why does this matter? Because if the battery management system loses track of where the cells truly sit, your range estimate becomes fiction. You might see the gauge drop off a cliff at low charge, or the car might report full when the cells are not balanced. That is not physical damage at first, but it leads to poor decisions, unnecessary anxiety, and over time, cells drifting out of balance. Put a reminder in your phone. Once a season, run it low, charge it full, and drive on. Number 1. Refusing to charge to 100% because someone told you to live by the 80% rule. This is the big one, and it is the mistake being made in good faith by owners who think they are babying their battery. The 80% rule comes from the world of nickel-based batteries, the chemistry Tesla built its reputation on. Your Blade battery is different. Lithium iron phosphate batteries tolerate 100% charges far better than nickel, manganese, cobalt packs, and, more importantly, they actually need those full charges. Here is why. In LFP batteries, the voltage curve is very flat between 20 and 80%, which causes the battery management system to drift in its readings. Only when the pack reaches 100% does the system detect the maximum reference voltage and recalibrate its estimates. Cap your charging at 80 forever, and the computer slowly loses the plot. Owners who do this report wildly inaccurate range, sudden percentage drops, and phantom degradation that is really just a confused gauge. The balanced approach is periodic charging to 100% to calibrate weekly or every couple of weeks, with daily charges to 70 or 80% if that suits your routine. The mistake is not charging to full. The mistake is never charging to full. The pattern behind every one of these mistakes is the same. Generic EV advice applied to a battery it was never written for. Your Blade battery is one of the toughest packs on the market, but only if you treat it like what it is. Charge it to full regularly, keep it cool, keep it off the rapid charger when you do not need it, and it will still be going strong when the warranty is a distant memory. If this saved you from a bad habit, subscribe, because next time we are covering the BYD service items dealers hope you never question. See you in that one.